Oh shit, my press record. Bitch. Hi guys, and happy whatever day of the week this is. It's probably gonna go up on a Saturday or a Sunday. Listen, at this point in time, it doesn't even matter. It's another week, it's another review of 876 Roommates, and I'm not going to lie, I really liked this episode. Not because of the skits. To me, that was like the sideline for this episode. It's like the love and the positivity and the conversations and like the realness of it. I really enjoyed this episode. So we're going to jump right into the review, and for this episode I'll just be sticking to the meat and potatoes. So it's probably going to be a short review because this episode, apart from the conversations that was taking place that I really liked, it was essentially them showing a lot of the contestants preparing for their skit. They also told us that the winner for the embassy line videos will be announced on the next episode. After 4 freaking minutes of them telling us what happened last week, I really don't think that's a preview. Should be, is it a preview? A recap, because they recap what happened on the last episode before telling us what's gonna come up in this episode, right? They spent almost 4 minutes doing that. They could have wrapped that shit up in about 2. We start off the episode with World Dog and Swissley joking around, and we see that they have somewhat of a relationship outside of the 876 house. And World Dog was talking to Swissley and calling him my son, and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of cute. So as I said before, for a majority of this episode, we see the members of group 4 and group 5 just going through the whole process of creating their skit. They're doing their recording or whatever. I'm not going to go through this piece by piece. So these 2 groups actually got a lot more help from the other contestants than the 3 groups before. So we see where there's 2 people helping out, there's 3 people helping out, and I think there's only 1 person that did one of their skits like just by themselves. But you know, we'll talk about that later, whatever. Now for this episode, we really got to see the human side of these contestants, and we saw them interacting in a really loving and personal way. Now World Dog and Swissley were talking, and the conversation got really real. So Swissley was saying that World Dog is his idol, and they would talk on Instagram, and since World Dog is in the 876 house, they've been speaking face to face, and he's been giving him advice and mentoring him and stuff like that, and it's just been wonderful. Now World Dog asked Swissley what is his ultimate goal from this whole comedian thing, and Swissley's response was that he wants to tour the world, better his life, and get himself and his family out of the ghetto. Most of the videos that he makes is about his ghetto experience, and he would like to move somewhere else to experience something else, so he can make videos about something else. The change of environment would be good for him. And this conversation is not anything new, and I don't think it will never not be a conversation, because persons feel as if they can't rise above their environment while being in the environment. So it's understandable. World Dog is saying, okay, you want to leave the ghetto, that's good. We've heard many people say that, and they've left the ghetto and they've come back. So what do you want to do out in the world? Swiss says that even though he wants to leave his community, he also wants to give back. He wants to keep like football matches and stuff like that, and he has already hosted a back to school treat, and he would like to continue that. So he does not want to just up and leave the ghetto and forget all about it. This is the place that grew him, so he wants to like give back to his community. He wants to contribute to his community and make it better. We get to the point in the conversation where World Dog is talking about his struggles, and I didn't know anything about this man, so it was really like eye-opening to hear him speak about this. He used to sleep in his car, and he lost his mother, and when that happened, that kind of motivated him because he saw his life going nowhere, and he found Instagram and he found Facebook, and he saw that he could be funny and entertain these people, and now he's making money and he can take care of his family. And in the confessionals, Swiss is like, if this can happen to World Dog, if he can make it out, so can I. World Dog gave Swisley a bucket of advice. Like, he gave him a whole lot of advice, and he was even saying, listen, don't make the people them take it for idiot, because when I was at your level, enough people did take me for idiot. So even if you're going to be a fool for 4 hours out of the day, you still have 20 hours to be yourself, to bond with your family. You just need to plan out your time and be as productive as possible. He didn't say it in these exact words. I'm just, you know, summarizing the whole conversation. So at the end of the conversation, World Dog is like, okay, we're all here to have fun. We're all here to interact and make connections. And at the end of the day, I want Swisley to win the $1 million. And I was like, wow, that's just the whole conversation, like the whole vibe of that section. It was so, I don't even know how to describe it, but it just gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling, and I just loved it. 20 minutes into the 55-minute video, and we're finally getting to see the skits that the groups have prepared. So the first group, group 4, which is detective at a crime scene, is judged by Mark Tracy, CEO of First in Line Entertainment, which is the site that 876 has moved their videos to. So y'all gotta pay for it. I ain't paying for it again. Thank you, Martina. And it's also judged by Stacy Lopez from Presidential Rules. Now we start off with Wei Shane's video, or Wei Shay. Can't really pronounce this boy's name, you know. And throughout the whole episode, he didn't really seem very confident. And Baltimore, that was sitting right beside him, was like hyping him up and just, you know, making him feel a bit more confident and stuff like that. So for his skit, there is 2 detectives. Both of them are played by him, Detective Shrek and Detective Baby King Kong. Now, Detective Shrek walks up and asks the other detective, what do we have here? And the detective says, this person has died from a usage of over ugliness. Now, Detective Shrek asked to see the victim, and then when he saw him, he's just like, oh no sir, Gully Bapa and Ninja Man have nothing on him. Anyways, they said, let's do CPR. Well, I'm not even did call it CPR. Let's do CPU to see if this person is really dead. And when the person said, what CPU mean? He was kind of stumbling over what the U was. Now he said, oh, that's how when you suck out smart them out when them dead. And then the victim jumps up and he's like, suck out Ufa mouth. E detective, me no bother dead yeah man. And that was the end of the skit. Personally, I didn't find it funny at all. The judges said that it had a bit of humor, but it was a bit slow, and the policemen didn't have the presence to really grab them. Lando was next, and his skit was centered around if Michael Jackson was a detective on a Jamaican crime scene. Y'all, it made 0 sense to me. The volume was like up and down and all over the place, and it was not even an ounce of funny to me. But remember, me just say my funny level kind of different from everybody else's funny level. So essentially, Lando dressed up as Michael Jackson. He got a call that there was a dead body, and he went there. He's like, oh, what am I supposed to do? When he was doing the dancing and stuff like that. And when he touched the dead body, the victim jumped up and he's just like, oh my gosh, Michael Jackson wants a kiss. And that was it. The judges said that they liked it and it grabbed them, and Stacey mentioned that she liked the 876 water placement, but honestly it wasn't put there on purpose. It was coincidental because that's what they had lying around the house. Anyways, Baltimore is next, and he's feeling hella confident, and to be honest, I understand completely because his skit was the best of the 3. And I see the funny in his skit. I personally didn't find it like haha hilarious, but I can see it being funny. He dressed the part. He had some good angles. He was like really good. Now he came onto the crime scene and he was on a phone call saying that the victim is also known as Raw. And all he's on the phone, we don't see who the victim is. Then he walks over to check the body, and you see that it's a chicken in a basin. He examined the body and he was talking to the person over the phone, and he's like, oh my gosh, this chicken was brutally plucked and cut from the neck to the chest, and he was talking about all that. Then at the end of the skit, he was like, listen, I best we just call CB our best dress panda one, yeah. Yeah man, him cool. Something like that him say. And I enjoyed the skit, and the judges really liked this one, and they were laughing the most for it, and it was obvious that Baltimore was the winner. But again, with the love and the upliftment in this episode, because when the others saw the reaction of the judges, their confidence kind of, you know, dwindled a little bit, and Baltimore was there. He was hyping them up. He's just like, listen, everybody was sitting right, yes, so we are all winners. And like him, you know, pop way Shane, and I say, yo, build your spirit, it's just a competition. We lose or draw, it's just a competition. And I really liked it. Like, the love and the upliftment and the positivity, this episode was really good for that. Now obviously Baltimore won. Group 5, which was a booking agent for an artist, is judged again by Stacey Expressions and Alex from TOK. Hot Dog and Able Boss didn't know the definition of a booking agent, but they googled it and they did the best they could. Hot Dog was first. His skit was like a bunch of scenes jumbled together. Essentially, the artist was by the pool singing his song, and the manager was chilling upside down upstairs when he got a call saying that they would like to book the artist for $50,000. He was like, you hear my artist new song? No, him can't book for them little money days, $450. That's how him value. And that was it. I don't think that's where the skit stopped, but that's all I can remember from the skit, and I really didn't feel like watching it a third time. 2 times was more than enough for me, and it was very obvious that he didn't know what a booking agent was, or he didn't have like a clear idea of what he wanted to do. And the judges pointed that out, but they said that they won't judge him too harshly because he didn't know what it was and he did his best. Now they chuckled a little bit, but they thought that he could do more. Killer Miller was next, and his skit was very on the nose. Like, this man knew exactly what an artist manager was. He had his idea, he went in and he executed it. He played the artist and the booking agent, and he got some help from one of the vixens, and he got some help from Kimmy. Now the artist with a bounty killer voice is walking in. Kimmy was standing at the door. She was like waiting to talk to the booking agent. Him step past her, him start cuss off she. Him walk inside. One of the vixens played another artist inside, and him walk past she, him start cut she off. Now him start cuss off the booking agent. I say, listen, the money where you give me is Trump change. The money don't make no sense. And him a cuss and him a go on bad. Now the booking agent is like, alright, here's a reasonable amount. Hands him the piece of paper, and when the artist set the piece of paper, him a look on it and he's like, okay. Him take it down a few notches and he's like, alright boss, when are the next show? What time you want me for the next show, boss? And he was like really humbled. And that was it for his skit. I think it was the most conceptualized skit, and he knew what he was doing. However, it did lack that humor content, and the judges also pointed that out. They said that it was really straightforward and it was so realistic that it wasn't even funny. Stacey said that that has happened to her already, so she just think it just too real. What did Alex say? I don't even remember what he says. It's not even important. So next we move on to Able Boss. Able Boss as Agent Kakafat. So a promoter comes in to book Cartel, but he does not have the money for that. So the agent offers him someone for less money, which was Potential Kid. The promoter gets a bit rowdy, saying, yo, what this year, this my star. So the agent calls the security to kick him out, and that was the skit. The judges really liked this one. I have no idea why. And Stacey said that the humor was there, the theme was there, and the creativity could be a bit more. Alex disagreed with her. He said that the creativity was there for him and it made him laugh. At the end of the judging, Able Boss won. At this point in time, we are at the 40 minute mark in the video and we have 15 more minutes to go, and I'm like, oh my god, what are they going to do for this 15 minutes? And it was actually lovely. It could have been shorter. What they did, them could have kind of squeezed it in a one little 5 minutes. So for the first 5 minutes, Lexi was trying to wake Kimmy up, and Kimmy no want wake up. Lexi take up one belt and start liquor. Kimmy in the confessionals, I said, listen, if it wasn't for me signing a contract we say me not go fight, me would have fight the little girl. And they were going back and forth until Kimmy finally decided to get up and get ready to go downstairs. What was downstairs was a birthday celebration for her. All the roommates were there. They got her a cake with her name on it. I'm gonna put the picture of the cake, of course. It was really lovely. They were drinking in the confessionals. They were telling her happy birthday, and it was just straight vibes. It was just straight positivity. It was just straight love. She started crying because she could feel the love, and it was amazing. It was really, really beautiful. And that's it for the episode. Anything else happened? Nope. That's it for my review of 876 Roommates, and thank you guys so much for watching. My social media links are down below in my description. Y'all have opinions, just leave it down below in the description section. If y'all want to watch it and don't want to pay no money, I see some people kind of upload it bootleg on the YouTube, so you can go search for that and watch it and build up on your own opinion, and then come back and comment on your opinion on my thing. You understand? Leave me a thumbs up, all of them nice to say, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and an even better week. Mwah! Remember to be a beautiful soul, not just a gorgeous face. I'm blow the kiss before I say the outro, but that's how it goes sometimes. Love y'all. That's all I have to say. Bye. Hyping him up. Jesus Christ.